why do I love languages? First of all, because it is a real challenge. It does stimulate parts of the brain that other subjects or other areas don't. Okay, so it is a real challenging thing, but so rewarding once you've learned a few words.
Okay, so why do I love languages? I love languages because it can give you knowledge of other cultures, and you can meet so many new people that don't speak English. So for me, I've met tons of people in France, I've met people in Austria because my languages are French and German. Also, something that really helps with languages, the other day, for example, on a game show, there were 4 questions that were in French and German and Spanish, and they can help you win game shows. So why not learn them?
Languages are so important. It's amazing to be able to just step inside another country, another person's life, another person's language. I absolutely love speaking Spanish, and I was really fortunate to be able to go and work in Spain for 10 years, working in an orchestra. We had all our rehearsals in Spanish. Obviously, every day everything was Spanish, and I got to just delve into that culture. Absolutely amazing, and I wouldn't have had that if I'd have just been speaking English. I needed to delve into the language, understand it all, and become an Española.
So in lessons, what I like the most is all the cultural aspect, the cultural side. So when we talk about food, when we talk about traditions, festivals, both in Spain and in Spanish-speaking countries and French-speaking countries, that's my favorite bit. Having quite a mathematical mind, I also love teaching the grammar bit, and I know students usually hate that bit, but I think it's so good when you start to see that the students are making connections with their own language, and see that actually it is a bit like logical, and yeah, that's it.
My favourite part of languages lessons are definitely the speaking activities. I love seeing the students using the language and being able to ask each other questions and answering them. It's something that I really enjoy the most.
My favourite bit about my Spanish lessons are playing the games. It's so exciting. My students get a little bit too excited sometimes. It's very competitive, but we're all learning at the same time. That's my favourite bit.
It's really difficult to choose my favorite word in Spanish, but I would pick any idiom with the milk, which is la leche. We have an idiom which is es la leche, so it depends on the intonation. If you say es la leche, which literally means it is the milk, it's great. When you say es la leche, that's like, it's unbelievable. Another one is saying estoy de mala leche, I'm in a bad mood, I am in a bad milks, literally translated, and I think students find it quite funny. But yeah, that's really my top favorite word.
My favourite word in French is boulangerie. That is a bakery, and that is the best part of any village or town in France. You can get the best French food from there. So yeah, my favourite word.
What an impossible question! How can I even begin to have a favourite word in Spanish? Let's think. Naturaleza, so nature. Mariposa, butterflies. Cariño, I love that word, which means darling.
Regarding favorite place in the world, unfortunately I've not had the opportunity to travel to Spanish-speaking countries a lot, apart from Spain. A few years ago I went to Mexico, and I just fell in love with Mexico. I fell in love with the culture, with how friendly all people are there, and of course with the place, because it is real paradise. But if I had to pick one favorite one, of course it'd be my hometown, Pamplona, just because of all the tradition, just going out with friends, and the architecture is beautiful. So that's it.
And my favourite place in France is definitely the Alps, or any ski resort there. It is amazing. They have a bit of a different dialect, they have so many different foods, and obviously a great place to go skiing.
My favourite place in Spain, well, I've got a few, but favourite is San Sebastian. If you haven't been there, you must go. It's on the north coast. It can be a bit rainy, but when the sun shines, it's got a beautiful beach, there's an amazing spa that's on the beach, and the tapas are amazing, so delicious.
Another one's really difficult to choose is my favorite food, or my favorite Spanish-French food. Because of course I'm Spanish, I do have loads of favorites. If I have to pick one, it would be arroz negro, which is the black rice. It's like a paella, but it's made with squid ink, and I love it, and it also contains seafood. And then also gazpacho, a very cold gazpacho, especially in the summer. I would love that right now.
This is a difficult one, but my favourite French food is definitely a pain au chocolat. That is basically a croissant but filled with chocolate, and you just can't get them better than in France. They try and do them here in England, but they're just not the same.
So I've already spoken about the tapas in San Sebastian, but Valladolid, where I lived, oh my goodness, amazing place for tapas as well. So one favourite, and my mum always used to say to me, we must go to that bar, was egg and chips. Oh, so you get this little tiny frying pan about that big, and in it are these big fat fried chips, and then they put 2 fried eggs on top, and then it comes to you, and then the waiter goes with knives, and then it's the eggs all over the chips. Oh, it's absolutely delicious. Mwah, muy rico.